Jack's had it on blocks. I was trying to lift it up and maneuver it somehow in by block, but that was not possible. And yeah, I simply put the wooden block on the jack and line the jack up on the line the gearbox up on the jack and simply release that, or at least lifted that up, and it lifted it up quite neat, straight in line. The clutch was nicely lined up. I got a very good homemade tip from my uncle to use actually a broomstick. So basically taking the broomstick, shoving it in the flywheel, and then taking a knife and kind of carving out the fitting of the flywheel, and then just having this much basically of a broomstick, what they would basically use as the clutch tool when they fit it. So just a short stick, and then tape it around the part where the clutch is going to be. That way it will sit nice and tight. Another method that I used as well is, once I put the clutch in and the pressure plate comes over it, just before I tightened the nuts, there's little grooves around the pressure plate. So I would just feel that it's evenly sitting on either end. So whether I need to push it a little up from the side or push it in from that end or the top, etc. And yeah, I just jacked it up, me and my 10-year-old son. Yeah, we just jacked the car up. I didn't want him underneath the car, so I did the jacking and things like that. Just had him to pass the things on for me and so on, and want him to learn a little bit. But as you can see, that gearbox is in. I'm just about to pop it in right now, tighten up the nuts, just clean off the clutch slave cylinder a little, and then put that back on the gearbox, and then let my son help me bleed it. He can do the pumping, I'll bleed it from the bottom. And yeah, then basically tighten up the prop shaft and everything, and then give it a test. Well, actually I'm just going to tighten the gearbox, put on this the clutch slave cylinder and the reverse light fitting on the box, start it up, and just see what the reaction is on the car first before I go ahead and tighten everything up. So I'm just going to tighten up the box, tighten up the slave cylinder, bleed that, put on the reverse cable, and we see what happens from there. So yeah, I never broke anything, so I won't say you'll break an arm or back doing this, but it is quite challenging. And yeah, look how nice and clean the gearbox look as well, compared to what it was before. The sump area I still need to clean, but I cleaned the areas that I wasn't able to get to. So those areas there, I'm going to remove the sump and do the bottom area, but properly I clean the stone tray off as much as I can, but there's still a lot of cleaning on the top. I want to clear all this grease and things off. So that's basically our next step. So yeah, gearbox is in. This is my son needs to start with this today, cleaning of the other components. So we got, basically he needs to here's actually my gearbox nuts in the petrol. I want to actually clean this off quick before I put this back on. And then yeah, done with these tools, sandpaper and everything, clean off those bars and things there. And yeah, it's been one epic challenge. I've learned a lot, and just tighten right. I've learned a hell of a lot. Will I do it again? Yes, probably. I think I'll do it better next time around. But yeah, this is where we are. Is what it is. All the work is done. The gearbox is nicely fitted. Everything is in. So yeah, just the tightening part. So this basically being my final chapter on the clutch replacement. I'll obviously just give a slight rundown on the drive of the car, once the clutch and everything has been fitted. And yeah, but inshallah I have a lot of hope. I don't think there's anything we really missed, because I double checked everything, I triple checked everything, so I don't think there's anything we missed on the gearbox is in, and we're about to start. So yeah, I'm gonna have my son do the bleeding for me. He's gonna do the pumping of the clutch while I play around with the cylinder, or at least release the air in the cylinder, to make sure everything is nice and strong. I have another bottle of brake fluid here, but I firstly now need to focus on the tightening of the gearbox. That's gonna take some time. So once that is done, yeah, I'm going to move along to the prop shaft, the exhaust, the heat shield covers, etc. And yeah, take it for a test drive. I'll keep you guys further posted, but that is it. Clutch replacement is done, gearbox is in. It's the happiest moment of my life. I'm glad the worst is over, so alhamdulillah for that.